Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited to have my muse. You guys have seen her before, Vikisa, on my channel once again. But this time, guys, as you can probably tell, this is not going to be a makeup tutorial by the title. This is a very much anticipated video that we've talked about for a long time, and I'm so excited to bring it to fruition finally. So Vikisa is here to talk about a couple things. Now, you guys know her as my girl that I hang out with, my girl that I get ready with, all the things, right? But Vikisa is actually, she wears many hats, like she has mentioned in some of my previous videos. We did not go in detail because it was not about, her life. But now I am excited to announce that Vikisa is starting her YouTube channel. So she's gonna share her side of what she loves to talk about. So the title of this video is Beauty and the Bank, because Vikisa is actually a financial literacy educator, if you want to call it that, right? She does like motivational speaking, she does modeling on the side, she dabbles in a lot of different things. So you want to tell them what we're going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about, as Shar already mentioned, beauty and the bank, getting our finances together. It's the beginning of the year.
Amen.
What a perfect time to talk about finance. And actually, January is Financial Wellness Month.
I did not know that.
I didn't either.
Mm-hmm. So what does that mean in the world of finances and dollars and cents?
Just like we have wellness as far as our mental health, our physical health, our money. There are different aspects of our money that has to be intact.
So today, Vikisa is going to share 5 tips that will be very useful for you, my subscribers, and anybody really to start off 2020 on the right foot. So we're going to learn all the things about financial wellness, and she will walk us through what she thinks the 5 most important steps are. So what is the first one? I can't wait for this one.
Well, first and foremost, before you do anything, any plan you want to make, you want to take time out, get quiet, pray, meditate, whatever you need to do to get quiet and silence your thoughts so you can hear and receive what you need to do.
Silence
get clear.
Your thoughts,
yes. That means to cut down the chatter in your brain, in your mind. The constant thoughts that may be running through your mind.
Okay, so I'm thinking that this means like you kind of just have to sit back, kind of like internalize what your goal is, and just kind of have a clear path as to what you're gonna do. Is that kind of what you're thinking?
And to hear from God, because I believe that it's very important to seek God in everything that you do, because what better person to get information from is the one that knows everything.
Right.
And you get that through meditation and prayer.
We talked about silencing your mind. A lot of people sometimes think that they just have to go directly into like counting the dollars and saving and all of that, but you really have to kind of like figure out what your priorities are, I guess. That's a good one. Silence your mind.
So once you do that, you pray and meditate and get whatever clarity or to clear the clutter that may be in your brain. You want to, as far as your finances, if you hadn't already, you get 1 free credit report every year. So if you hadn't gotten one within the past 12 months, this would be the perfect time to do that. You can go to annualcreditreport.com and get every one of your credit report. Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax.
I use Credit Karma, and the reports are already there. So if you subscribe to Credit Karma, I think that's a good one. Do you think?
Yes.
Because I like it, and it lets me know when my credit has dropped. It lets me know when it has increased, if I am behind on my payments. If I did miss one, I try not to. It's a good tool to have, and you can just download the app and have it in your pocket, ready to go.
And I love Credit Karma. I have that as well. The only thing about Credit Karma is it's not always accurate as far as your score.
Okay.
It's not. Sometimes your score will be higher than what it's actually saying. Because at one point I was looking to buy a house, and I went and they pulled in my credit report, and my credit score was a lot higher than what Credit Karma was reporting.
Oh, okay.
Which was a nice surprise, but just keep that in mind.
Good to know. Okay, so we have silence your mind, praying and meditating, and then we also have getting an annual report, credit report if you do not have one. I really like that second one. That's very useful because before coming to America, credit wasn't something I paid attention to. So to me, it has become a very important part of my life. So I definitely know what it can do, the power that it has to provide and give you access to things, and the power that it has to kind of not give you access to things if it's not right. So definitely a good one.
So once you get your credit report, you have access to knowing how much you owe people. That is very important. Okay, so you want to make a note of all your debt and your expenses. And here, this is where we come up with our debt to income ratio. You come up with your monthly cash flow statements, your budgets. So that information is very important to know what you owe, how much a month you have to pay. Those are very important things in order to map out your year.
So budgeting, basically. Okay, good one. All right, what is our next one?
So a lot of people don't think of the W-4 a lot.
Right.
You get married, you get divorced, you have babies and all that. Those have to be revisited. A lot of times we start our jobs, we never revisit our W-4. And the W-4 is basically telling your job how much money to take out of your paycheck. And about 80% of Americans are having too much taken out of their paycheck.
Wow. I remember Vicky and I had a conversation a while ago, about a year ago, maybe 6 months ago, I don't remember. And then you were like, did you review the W-4? I'm like, I did that when I started working, like years ago. I did go back and look into it, and she was right. There were some adjustments I needed to make. So it was very good to kind of like know that, hey, this is very critical to what I will take home at the end of the month. So W-4s.
Yes.
Right.
And write down your financial goals based upon
like
what
that.
you know. When you gather up the reality of things, what are your goals? What are your aspirations?
It's almost like a vision board. So write down your goals. Is like, what is your vision for the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now? So have you done it yourself personally, or like is that something you do annually, monthly? Like, how do you do it?
Yes, I try to do them yearly, every 6 months. However, I feel, because situations change. You lose money, you get money.
True.
So as your situation changes, I think it's very important to always revisit your goals, however often that may be.
Okay, great. So I have a question, because you guys know I am into beauty. Currently, I do not receive any PR. So a lot of what I use on my channel, I get like take it from my pocket. Now, my channel is not like an official business. And so I don't really know, like, what advice would you give me for me to like move forward, knowing that I do have to spend some money on products and stuff like that?
Keep a record of it.
Keep a record. Oh.
So keep up with your
Guys,
receipts.
wisdom up in here. I'm taking notes.
Because whenever you start getting revenue, that could be a write-off. The stuff you're using to promote yourself, things you're using, the makeup, the tools, the lighting, your phone, internet. Like, whenever you make it big, which you are going to make it big.
May the Lord hear your words.
You want to make sure you have a record of what you're spending.
Yeah.
So keep up with that information.
I like that. So keep a record of it. So, all right. So it sounds like we have 5 amazing tips. I am going to recap for you guys. So, like she said, silence your mind, pray, meditate, do whatever it is that you need to do to clear the clutter, clear the voices, and just figure out what your next step is. The second one is actually getting a credit report if you've never gotten one before. Making sure that you have a clear idea of your debt and to income ratio, right? Making sure that you update your W-4, because it's a very important form in determining how much money you take home. And then writing down your financial goals. And in my case, she's recommending that I keep receipts of everything that I spend, because it could be a write-off, meaning that I will get the money back because I spend that money. So that is actually pretty amazing. Is there anything else you want to share with our viewers before we conclude this video?
Let's get this bank.
Kisa has just started her journey on YouTube, and she will be talking and presenting way more content about this type of topics. So I will put her link below to her channel, and I will put her handle right here. So go ahead and go over to her channel, look at her videos. She already has one introducing herself, and subscribe to her, guys, because she has valid and important information that could really be useful to you guys. It's useful to me. Like I keep my friends close, okay, because I know, like, besides beauty, there are other things that we have to keep balanced, and that includes finances, spirituality, all that stuff. So go ahead and subscribe to my girl, and I want to thank you as always for making an appearance on my channel.
Thank you for having me.
And now she has one, so maybe I could make an appearance on hers.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So I hope you guys enjoyed this brief but very informative segment on finances. What are you guys' goals for 2020? Have you already decided what you want to accomplish this year? What advice do you have for me? Because I am very open to anything, really. If you think that there's any useful information that I can apply to my life, I welcome all the feedback. So sound off below and let me know what you guys think. And I think that is it.
Bank take.
Big bank check, little bank. Okay, guys, definitely let us get this bank for real. Like, I think we can all be successful in our own right. There are different levels to the success, so we can all accomplish our goals if we
Pursue. Pursue.
pursue it correctly. If we pursue it correctly, thank you. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. This is all for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.